Hello, my name is Abigail, and on this channel I talk about books and things that I'm passionate about. And right now that happens to be putting out 12 videos in the 12 days leading up to Christmas. And for today's video, I did it again. I read 2 books with the same damn name, Yours for the Season X2. So this is the first one that I read, Yours for the Season, Kate Cochran. This is the author of this one. And what is this about? Well, I'm so glad you asked. This one is about 2 girls, and one of them is a professional hockey player, an Olympic medal winning hockey player, and the other one, they're both from the same town. They're kind of high school friends. This is a lot of brothers' best friend in this series. I think that it's really difficult to get away with that, especially when you consider how many romances I have been reading, but I digress. So she is, oh my god, did I forget her name? I did. Oh dear. Allie. This is Allie, and she's recently broken up with, actually divorced, her husband. JT is in town for Christmas. There's some kind of holiday competition, and they partner up, and things go from there. This is a sapphic romance. The next book that I read for this is Yours for the Season. This is by Emily Stone. This is about a recently broken up couple. And when I say recent, I mean about 6 months. So, you know, fairly recent, basically yesterday. But he hasn't told his family. And so when the holidays are fastly approaching, he has to make a decision. Do I tell my family that my long-term girlfriend and I have broken up, or do I ask her to come with me to spend Christmas with me, her ex, and my family? Well, obviously we wouldn't be talking about this if he told his family. So I will leave it with that, and I will send you back into time to when I read Yours for the Season X2. I listened to this when I started it this morning, or this afternoon, and I've got about an hour into it right now. I'm not sure how far that puts me into it, but it has me far enough into it that I know that JT is a hockey player. This is JT. This is a sapphic romance. This is JT. She's a hockey player. She plays on the boys hockey team, and when she was a kid, now she is an Olympic gold medal winning hockey player. And she goes home to her hometown, and her best friend's older sister, Allie, is recently divorced. And so, yes. Apparently she crushed on Allie when they were younger, growing up. So this is going to be like best friends, brother's best friend and best friend's older sister. So that's fun. I do love that kind of dynamic. I love the brother's best friend kind of dynamic. We grew up together and now I'm seeing you in a different light. I do love that so much. So I am having an okay time. It's only been about an hour, but so far I can recognize that JT did not have an easy childhood. Because her parents, her entire family is made up of artists, and evidently they don't respect athletic accomplishments, which is interesting because it's often that we have academic accomplishments from the parents and the child is a athlete or even like an artist and the parents don't care. That's the dynamic often. So it's really interesting to see a whole family of artists not really respect a athlete. It's very interesting. It's not something that I read a lot of. And then we have Allie, who's freshly divorced, and she's coming to the table freshly divorced, and announces to JT that she's bisexual. So she looks over at JT and says, "Take me home." And I had to stop because I needed to be able to give this more attention than I was able to in that moment. So I had to stop. I will be returning to this shortly. I'm driving, so you'll have to forgive the angle, but listen to this. So I'm listening to Yours for the Season, and there's a holiday contest, and I don't know what it is about like these holiday romances that I'm picking, but it feels like everything is a Christmas tree farm, and this is now, I can't remember if it's the second or the third holiday contest. And listen, I'm not bitching because I love a good tree farm and I love a good holiday contest, but it feels like if these things keep appearing, maybe, I mean, is it standard? Is this standard holiday stuff? Is this like, am I just not living in the right town that I don't have holiday contests? I'm a little sad. I mean, I just don't, when I think of Christmas, I don't think of a holiday contest like this. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I guess maybe that's not coming across in my words. But what I mean by that is, like, if this keeps appearing, maybe it's like tropey, or it could be that, like, I don't know. I just feel like if they all start to blend together, that's a problem. Do you know what I mean? Now I'm saddled next to a semi on the interstate. Wow, good for me. Finished Yours for the Season, and I have some notes that I wrote while I was reading the book because I was listening on audio and working. So JT is the athlete, and she feels like a little uncomfortable when it comes to her family because her family is all artists, like I said, and she's like super not confident in her artistic skills. And it's really refreshing to see an athlete that is not cocky and, you know, is not confident because of her skills in art. Like, it's something that is a struggle for JT quite a bit in the book, and it's refreshing to see an author use a athlete for their like cocky personality, but then like they actually have insecurities and show that. So that's good. And then the other thing is, this book takes place in New England, so they say wicked a lot. And I lived in Maine for about 18 months, so hearing the word wicked was pretty funny for me. So those are my thoughts. I did finish it. I liked it quite a bit. I think that this is a tough sell for you to actually listen to at work. I don't recommend that. But I'd say like 3.5, maybe 4 stars. I didn't have the worst time ever, so it's hard for me to say it's a 4-star. But 3 stars doesn't feel like the right amount of stars. So I'm going 3.5. That feels right. So I am going to hop into the second of the Yours for the Season. And based on the cover and based on the premise, I thought that I would like the one that I started with more. And so now I'm a little concerned that I was right, because I now have to sit through another Yours for the Season. And if you're following me and you're paying attention, you know that the first one I enjoy quite a bit. The second one takes me forever to get through. Something about the same book being read twice, but it's not the same book. Something about it. Anyways, I will update you when I have some information to share. Did I start this book? Yes. Have I gotten very far? No. What is this clip for? So I can show you my eyeshadow one last time before it comes off, because it sure would be sad to lose all these snowflakes and this holiday festivus without sharing it with the class. So what do I know about this so far? I don't read the backs of books, so all I saw was Yours for the Season, and it was Christmassy. And so too bad my other nails were not, because they were green and this would have matched. It's not perfect. Anyways, what is this about? It's about a couple who is spending the holidays together, except for they are broken up recently. Finn has invited Mel, whose full name is Melanie, to spend Christmas with his family because he has not told them that they broke up. Well, why does Melanie agree to this? I don't know. You don't know. I don't know. We don't know. We've got no idea. But for whatever reason, Melanie agrees. So they go and they start spending the holidays together. And things are getting awkward really quickly because, as is normal for a couple, they're put in the same bed. So we've got exes coming back together, possibly. We also have one bed and fake dating. So what's happening? I don't know. But it says at the bottom that Mel starts to lose track of which feelings are real and which ones are fake. So hopefully, well, I mean, I don't know. Listen, they wanted to be just friends. I'm not sure exactly why they broke up, because the very first thing that happened is they broke up, and I wasn't really paying attention. Did this even say? I don't actually think that we know why they broke up. Huh. I will do some research and discover and try and figure out why they broke up, because I don't remember. Why did they break up? He's been in love with her life. Was it, they broke up 6 months ago, which is crazy. You didn't tell your parents and your family that you broke up 6 months ago? Okay. And she spent weeks crying over, pretending she had the flu so she didn't have to go. Wait. So they broke up 6 months ago. Why did I forget that? Why did they break up? I don't think we learned that. I don't know if we know why they broke up, but they broke up and they're being forced to share a bed together and the holidays, and I don't know why she's doing this. But also, why the hell would you approach your ex and say, hey, I know we broke up 6 months ago and I neglected to tell my family that we broke up 6 months ago because it wasn't a priority for me to tell them that we broke up. So do you want to come spend the holidays with me? I would be like, what the hell? Fuck you. I slammed the door in his face. But apparently Mel didn't. So that's where we're at. And I gotta be super for real and super honest with you. I think I do, in fact, so far, like this version of Yours for the Season better. So. Also, this is part of a series. And I knew that after I bought it, but I forgot it. And then when I went to go mark this as read on Goodreads, I was like, this was the second in a series. I think they're companions. I think I'll probably pick up the first one in this series because they're not super related in the sense that I needed to have read 1 before 2. It's not like Game of Thrones 1 and 2. This is a very companion novel series. But yeah, this is sapphic. This is heterosexual. And I like this one better. A lot better. But maybe this is because the characters are fully developed and fleshed out in my mind, whereas this one, I don't even remember why they broke up. I don't even know if we were told. Oh. Why did we start counting down to things? Oh, that does make sense. We are counting down, yeah. Okay. I am going to finish listening to this. I might do immersive reading where I listen and read because I've been enjoying that lately, but also because apparently I'm just not fucking paying attention to this book. I don't know. I hate this book, I think. I am not interested at all. And this is so ironic because I was just talking about how I love second chance romance when done correctly. I'm not having a good time. I'm going to push through because it's the right thing to do. But I just don't care. And I think that this is a theme. I never care on the second book. Maybe I'm psyching myself up and out. And maybe that's why I don't like it. I finished this book. 2 stars. Because of all the reasons I outlined, I don't care. I don't care. I like the other one better. That's it. I did it. I read another 2 books with the same damn name. Yours for the Season, Yours for the Season. So the first one that I started with by Kate Cochran, I really like this book. I think that this would be a 3.5 star. It's not a 4. Now, if you're new to me and my content in general, let me break down my rating system. 5 is perfect, no fucking notes. I would read it again. I would recommend it to everybody all of the time. 11 out of 10. Okay. And then 4 stars is, that was good. That was really good. You know, I really enjoyed it. It was damn near great. 3 stars is it was good. I mean, I enjoyed my time. 2 stars is going to be that was not a good time, and 1 star is this book is trash. So I think this is a 3.5 star for me. So I didn't consider it a favorite, but I did consider it significantly better than this one. I don't know if, now once again I'm going to talk about spoilers, so you've got 3 seconds to click off. 1, 2, spoiling the book now. I don't know if it was a miscommunication trope. I don't know if it's the reason they broke up. I don't know what it was for me, but I didn't like this book from the jump. I was listening on audio, so I didn't remember if I had not been paying attention to why they broke up in the beginning, or if we never found out. And that should have been indication. Oh, my cats are running. That should have been one of the first indications that I was not going to have a good time with this book. But I persisted because this experiment, same damn book with the same damn name, or 2 different books with the same damn name, doesn't work if I don't complete both the books. But what I've noticed is every time I do this, for all 3 of the times now, the first book I read, I really like. The second book is meh. And I don't know if this is like my brain telling me that I don't care after the second or after the first book, or I don't know if it's like something mental within me, because I actually, the first 2 times I tried to cater towards the idea of that, like, oh, let me get the one that I don't think I'm gonna like out of the way. And that's what I did for the first 2 of these 2 books, 1 name kind of style videos. With the 2 previous times I attempted this, I tried to get the one that I felt like I wouldn't like out of the way first, try to get it over with, and I found that I actually enjoyed the first one more. So I was trying to kind of cater to that one with this right here. I was thinking I would like this one more, and so I picked this one up first, thinking I was sort of combating the picking the one you don't think you'll like up first. And so I should have picked up this one if I was going to go that route. However, I picked up the one that I was fairly certain I was going to like more first, and thus it actually ruined the experience of this one for me. I wish I would have continued with my trying to pick the one I don't think I'll like up first. So, because then I would have ended on a high note instead of continuing to end on a low note. Spoiler alert for the next couple videos here. I've got one more of these style videos, 2 books, same name, and I'm hoping that I don't end on a low note again. However, that seems to be a trend, but I digress. 2.5 stars. I can't get down with the trope that was used to convey their breakup. I just can't. I cannot get on board with it. And 3.5 stars because I really like this, but it wasn't a favorite. I will recommend it though. If this is something you think you'd like, I really enjoyed the concept of JT actually having insecurities instead of just being a cocky hockey player, as is constantly used in romance. I think that, you know, she's cocky, but she also has insecurities, and genuine insecurities that are used well, not as like, there's genuine character development with her insecurities and her cockiness, whereas this one, we spend the entirety of this book essentially leading up to their metaphorical breakup, but also counting back towards their real breakup. And I did not give a single fuck, but I digress. That is it for this video. Yours for the season X2 is now complete. Let me know in the comments down below, have you read either of these? Would you consider reading either of these? Let me know everything in the comments down below. And with that, I will see you tomorrow.